Welcome to this edition of SAU Magazine, a weekly program featuring news, profiles, sports, commentary, interviews, and special events, all coming to you from the campus of Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.
This is the Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm Dallas Short.
And I'm Matt Gatlin.
A Pulitzer Prize-winning writer will speak at SAU. Scott Momaday will be featured at this year's Emerson Thomas Crone Lecture Series. His topic is Legacies, How Stories of the Past Will Transform the Future. A Native American, Momaday is a poet, novelist, and literature professor. The lecture will take place Thursday, November 8th at 8:30 p.m. in Harton Theater. It is part of the Frontier in American Culture exhibition.
7 candidates remain as the next president of Southern Arkansas University. The Presidential Search Committee narrowed the list from 14 semifinalists. The remaining candidates will undergo intensive interviews at airport locations. It is expected that 3 to 5 finalists will soon be announced. Korn Ferry has been in charge of the selection process with input from the search committee. As a result, little information about the candidates has been made public. On-campus interviews will take place in the next few weeks.
The School of Business Administration set a record for students in its internship program, with 30 students participating during the summer and fall semesters. The internships were virtual, distant, on-campus, as well as regular internships. Sponsors in Magnolia include People's Bank, Edward Jones Investments, Fred Dollar Store, Murphy's Jewelry, Paul Sanders Insurance, Beef and Biscuit, Walmart, Farmers Bank and Trust, and Royal Norman Cosmetics.
Students in the theater department recently attended the American College Theater Festival at the University of Central Arkansas. SAU presented its first production of the season, No Exit by Jean-Paul Sartre. While at the festival, SAU students had opportunities to participate in workshops, forums, and seminars. SAU students participating in this year's festival included Christy Roden, Corey Wages, Patrick Brown, and Patrice Phillips. 3 SAU students were honored at the festival with Irene Ryan Scholarship nominations.
Upward Bound staff members Jerry Thomas, April Wiskowski, Seal Bridges, and Mary Iverson recently attended the Arkansas Association of Student Assistance Programs Conference in Hot Springs. The conference theme was Trio in Transition. There were workshops for the history of Trio, its organizations and programs, performance reporting for Student Support Services programs, crisis management, the New Generation Trio student, and time management.
The first annual 5K Rider Run Walk was held recently. The Rider Run Walk was held on October 20th in conjunction with SAU's homecoming festivities. Nearly 60 entrants participated in this event, which began at the SAU track and proceeded around the Asbury Methodist Church and back to the campus. The Rider Run Walk had participants ranging in age from 10 to 69. With different age groups, there were plenty of opportunities to place. This has been a Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm Matt Gatlin.
And I'm Dallas Short.
With an SAU profile, I'm Aletta Marx. The Wesley Foundation is the Methodist Student Union here at SAU, but you don't have to be Methodist to enjoy this organization. Currently, there are many different denominations of students that attend the Wesley regularly. The Wesley Foundation meets periodically during the week, starting with Tuesday's noonday lunch. The noonday lunch gives students a chance to have home cooking along with prayer and Christian fellowship. Then, on Wednesdays, there's an evening sun worship at 9 p.m. This gives students a chance to have group worship along with some great singing. Next is Thursday night's Breakaway. Breakaway is a combination of good food and good fun. Whether it's dinner and a movie or snacks and a game, Breakaway gives students a chance to simply relax and have fun without the worries of college life. That's the SAU Wesley Foundation. With an SAU profile, I'm Aletta Marx.
SAU Sports, I'm Daniel Nickerson.
And I'm Tabitha Taylor.
The SAU Rider football team defeated Arkansas Tech University 28-25 during the 2001 homecoming game. SAU fell behind and regained the lead, but in the end, freshman Donald Butler ran a reverse in for a touchdown with only 1 minute 37 seconds remaining in the game. Head football coach Steve Quinn said he was very proud of the effort and focus of his team.
Last week, the Mule Rider football team slipped past UA Monticello by a score of 29-22. Halfback Rodney Hill scored on an 85-yard run with 11 minutes and 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Both teams remained scoreless until the third quarter, when the Riders made it 9-0 with a 27-yard field goal. With the score tied at 22 in the fourth quarter, Ted Williams connected with Nick Lewis for a 17-yard touchdown pass. Saul Dela Cruz then converted, giving SAU a 29-22 advantage.
The Riderettes concluded their home court schedule Tuesday as they celebrated senior night. Although they lost, they put up a great fight. They ended their volleyball season Wednesday at the W.T. Watson Athletic Center with a 6-3 record. The home loss was SAU seniors Meredith Meyer, Tanya Singleton, and Brooke Bowling's last home competition. It was a successful season for a new head coach, Shauna Laurendine.
Previously, the Riderette volleyball team greatly compromised their chances of gaining a tournament berth. The Lady Bucks defeated SAU 30-26, 30-20, 19-30, and 30-22. Audrey Mullins led the Riderettes with 12 kills and 2 service aces, as Brooke Barnett contributed 10 kills. Holland Hall added a team-high 16 digs, as Meredith Meyer put up 25 assists. The Riders finished their regular season schedule at Conway on Friday. SAU Sports, I'm Tabitha Taylor.
And I'm Daniel Nickerson.
With commentary, I'm Leah Steelman.
And I'm Viola Freeman.
Do you think Southern Arkansas University is prepared for emergency situations?
No.
As I rushed up to get my things to go home, my hall director and RA both stopped to tell me to hurry and to ask me if it was absolutely necessary for me to go to my room.
Also, 3 professors in the education department found themselves coming out of a meeting at 4 o'clock to an empty campus.
Why wasn't each and every room on this campus checked for inhabitants?
This is a clear example of what happens when there is not a plan.
Not only are there no evacuation rules or regulations, but also my dormitory does not even have fire escape routes posted.
In times of uncertainty, knowing what you're supposed to do can save lives.
Even though the school is now working to solve this problem, I am eager to see how long it takes and how efficiently it is communicated to SAU students and faculty.
With commentary, I'm Viola Freeman.
And I'm Leah Steelman.
With an SAU police log, I'm Shannon Watson.
And I'm Tasha Hicks.
On Tuesday, October 30th, Officer Tim Thornton noticed a stolen vehicle parked by Nelson Hall. The 3 people in the vehicle were identified as prison escapees. Backup officers from the city and county arrived as an attempt to make an arrest of the fugitives was made. The driver of the stolen vehicle attempted to run over one of the officers, causing the officer to shoot out one of the tires. The suspects then drove around the roadblock and a pursuit followed. The vehicle was wrecked at the intersection of Jackson and Columbia. Following their arrest, all 3 fugitives were then taken into custody.
Officer Jason Goodrich responded to a report in Green Hall last week. The smell of burned marijuana was apparent in room 144. Joey Cobb, a resident, was asked to step into the hall for questioning. Cobb was asked if he had any drugs on his person. He replied he did not. He consented to a body search. A package of rolling papers and a plastic bag containing marijuana was found on his person. The evidence was placed in the evidence locker at the University Police Department. Cobb was placed under arrest and escorted to the University Police Department. He was then transported to the Magnolia Police Department with the aid of Officer Murphy.
LaDonna Burns reported her vehicle was broken into between 12:45 and 1:45 p.m. on Monday, October 29th, while parked in the Overstreet parking lot. Several items, including textbooks, were stolen. The case is under investigation.
Crime prevention is a concern at institutions of higher education. The following message is provided by Dr. Jerry Pyle, Interim Vice President for Academic Affairs. In consideration for safety and well-being, faculty, staff, and students must follow university policy for entering and leaving buildings. After hours and on weekends, doors should not be propped open or left ajar during unscheduled hours.
To report campus crime, or if suspicious activities appear to be taking place, contact the University Police Department at 235-4100. That's 235-4100. With an SAU police log, I'm Shannon Watson.
And I'm Tasha Hicks.
I'm Julie Hillidge.
And I'm Liz Mattern.
With job information from the SAU Employment Resource Center. A&D Healthcare, a supplier of ambulatory and diabetic healthcare products, is seeking applicants for full-time sales representatives. The position holds a potential annual salary of over $100,000, and on-the-job and classroom training is available. To apply, fax a resume to Mark Hagel at 501-778-2416.
Qualified candidates are needed for entry-level sales and management positions for Fastenal Company, a nationwide industrial distributor. A college degree or sales experience is required, as are communication skills, organization, and a willingness to relocate. Mail or fax your resume to Jennifer Nelson at 870-864-4807. I'm Liz Mattern.
And I'm Julie Hillidge.
With job information from the SAU Employment Resource Center.
With this week's entertainment news, I'm Jennifer Hubbard.
And I'm DeAnna Young.
SAU's Chamber Singers recently held a fundraiser to help raise money for their Madrigal Feast costumes. They held this fundraiser at Pizza Inn and received 10% of the cost of each buffet and all tips. The waiters were the Chamber Singer members. Students would like to thank their customers for the support and helping them defer the cost of their costumes.
On Wednesday, October 31st, there was a Halloween costume party and dance in the Brew Center from 7 to 10 p.m. Sodexo Food Services prepared some very cool prize packages for the top 5 best costumes. The event was sponsored by the International Student Association and Student Activities, which provided lots of food, fabulous decorations, and music.
Sodexo Campus Services recently presented its first meal in a series of the Tour of North America. The first tour was of New Orleans. To familiarize students with the food of New Orleans, Sodexo had a variety of foods, including red beans and rice, chicken picante, Cajun roasted potatoes, collard greens with ham, fried okra, and Cajun spiced shrimp jazz salad. Sodexo hopes students will enjoy this tour of North American foods. The new Director of Food Services at SAU is Debbie St. Clair.
The Alumni Office is sponsoring a special holiday gathering of alumni at the historic Arlington Hotel on the evening of Friday, November 30th. There will be a dinner beginning at 6 p.m. Faculty and staff are cordially invited to attend. The Arlington has a special room rate of $50 for the event. Please call if you are interested in joining the gathering. The special room rate is available for rooms booked by November the 1st. Call the Alumni Office at 235-4082 for more information. The Director of SAU Alumni Services is Penny Lyons. And that's this week's entertainment news.
SAU broadcast journalism students produce informative television programs for viewers in Southwest Arkansas. The SAU Report features interviews with faculty, staff, students, and alumni. It is seen each week in Magnolia on TCA Cable Channel 13. Camden residents can see the SAU Report each morning on Cable Channel 16. Tens of thousands of cable television households in Southwest Arkansas watch the program on KTSS-TV Channel 55 in Hope. The SAU Report not only serves as a learning tool for broadcast journalism students, but serves to inform the region about institutional events and personalities. Some editions of SAU Magazine feature audio segments from these television programs. Be sure and watch the SAU Report on your local cable television service. Informative viewing, provocative subject matter. The SAU Report.
With this week's SAU calendar, I'm Shelley Glover.
And I'm Elizabeth Bray.
Monday, November 5th, is the beginning of RA Appreciation Week.
BCM is having First Monday Prayer, and Chi Alpha will be having Praise and Worship at 7 o'clock.
The IGC meeting will be held at 7 p.m.
Don't forget to watch the SAU Report at 7 p.m. on Channel 13.
RHA meeting at 6 o'clock on Tuesday.
Wednesday, Pan-Atlantic Council will meet at noon. MBSF will hold Bible study at CBC at 7 o'clock.
Spring registration starts Thursday for sophomores and will continue through the 14th.
At 7:30 p.m., Scott Mummaday will speak and a reception to follow at 8:30.
On Friday, student timesheets are due.
Saturday, November 10th, the Mule Riders will play Henderson State University here at 2 p.m.
Fifth quarter will be held at ABS Center.
And that's this week's SAU calendar.
SAU Magazine is a production of broadcast journalism students in the Department of Theater and Mass Communication at Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.